Hello everyone, welcome to Lush and Salty Aquariums. You're looking at my crystal clear, freshly cleaned Fluval Edge. See, it's got the top that completely seals it except for in the center. And I wanted to film because these sometimes reclusive but glorious betta fish is out hoovering over that Java fern. And these lamb chop rasboras are schooling in their lovely bronze sheen. You see what's left of the Monte Carlo. I put the rest on my bonsai tree aquarium. You see very healthy Anubias with little or no algae on it. A clean bottom. Well, there is some loam. I'm not gonna lie, that's not pristine, but in general, such a lovely tank. And it's at my eye view when I'm sitting down. I'm closer to it now, so it's a bit of a funky angle for me. But when I sit in my chair and work, this is the primary tank I look at, and what a great one to look at, right? So the Fluval Edge is a gorgeous looking tank, but it is relatively high maintenance in terms of extra cleaning and the challenges that go with getting your hands into the tank, which is my theme line for this channel. Well, it's hard as hell here. You've got to take out the filter and move the light for sure if you want to clean the glass. But fortunately, because of a little bit of luck and some effort and a lot of plants, I rarely have to give the glass much of a clean. I can just sort of use a soft one of my soft little like towelettes, and basically it comes right off what little algae there is. I have some nearite snails, and I have a bunch of shrimp, some amano, a couple big amano shrimp, and obviously you see the cherries, and those do their bit for algae. But on the glass, that's generally not their forte for cleaning, so I'm just very lucky. And I wish this betta would come out and show its show its fins, do some flashing as they call it. But that's not really happening. He's just chilling. They like to kind of sit like an old dog, you know. They just like to curl up in favorite spots and hang out. But you see, he's in gorgeous shape. Look at those fins. They're almost like, it's almost like I dropped some silk in the tank. And I would go up top. I suppose, there you go. Let's just do that, duh. There's a little bit of debris on the glass, but you can see him. I will feed him individually some pellets, and when I give the tank flakes or live brine shrimp, which I love to constantly be giving all my fish, not just the little ones, I always put live brine shrimp every week, at least, I don't know, up to 2 or 3 times, sometimes way more if I keep on making it. So this tank is really holding together for me. There you see an amano shrimp. And I guess he is feeding off the glass, basically contradicting what I said earlier. In any event, God, even he is a little extra beautiful. Look at that edging, the way the light picks up the bronze tone, that yellow pipe along its top. It's pretty cool. Amano shrimp are a lot of good things, but they're not good looking. But this one's kind of nifty. And I think it's just a function of the lighting. It's a lot of light. I've got the one that comes with the kit, which is not adequate for good plants, so I bought a Finex light online, an inexpensive one. And you just kind of, you could attach it, but I just lay it right over the glass because I can, because that's the way the Fluval's set up, so you just can set things on top of it. Here's a nice look at the aesthetic. You see it on this nifty little cabinet I got at the Container Store. I do have CO2 in this tank, and I run it really lightly, very lightly, and at this point, the plants have obviously benefited from it, but I think they would probably be fine without it. I should say there's a nice colony of Bucelandra in the back there, getting a lot of flow from the downdraft on the filter, but it's doing great. And that's a rarer plant for me. It's just one I haven't cultivated much in any other tank, but it's doing really good there. And you can see from here, it gives a nice darker plant around all these lighter hued greens. So each plant cluster, the Java Fern, the Monte Carlo, the Anubias, and then that, have a different texture of green, which adds a really neat sort of overall effect. And I've got that gorgeous piece of driftwood in the center. It's really special, mostly overgrown now, but now that I've trimmed away some of the Monte Carlo, you can see it's got that really smooth finish. It gives it kind of a real burrowed look. And then a couple pieces of river rock and dragonstone, and there you have it. I would say a low-tech tank, but I can't lie, this is not a low-tech tank. It has CO2, 2 lights. It's in a funky aquarium which requires special cleaning and attention. So I run mostly low, medium tech tanks. This is probably, next to my saltwater, the next hardest tank I have to maintain. But clearly, if I do say so myself, I'm doing something right, because it looks freaking fabulous. Do you agree? Pretty nice little system for 7 gallons. There you see an autosynclus. I guess he too helps with the algae load. But I gotta tell you, you could have all those creatures helping you with algae, and if the water and the lighting isn't right, you're gonna get a ton. So there are tips and tricks and luck involved with keeping algae away. And while I tolerate it in other tanks, I think it would look gross in this one. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. Keep your hands in the tank, and happy holidays.